Hello guys, and welcome back to this tutorial. And in this tutorial we are just going to be talking about Java with MySQL logging and sign up system. And basically what I'm going to be doing in this video is explaining to you how I came up with this window, and we are going to create it. You can see it's a simple minimalistic design, but yet it delivers as compared to the normal string components. Okay, so what we are going to be doing here, like I've said, it's basically recreate this window from scratch, and you're going to see all how I came with these fields and everything that you see here. Okay, one more thing, this video is going to be considered of four parts, this being the first part. In the next part we are going to create the sign up screen and the home screen. And then in the third video I'm going to show you how we are going to download MySQL Java MySQL connector, and we are going to make a connection to the database. And in the final tutorial, we are going to see the whole application, running of the whole application. That is the fourth video. So without further ado, let's go. So I'm on my Netbeans, and you can see this is that project here. So first of all, I'm going to dismiss this. As you can see, before I dismiss it, I think I should have shown you how it's working. So you can type the username here. You can say that's the password. Okay, can I click on login? Right now nothing is happening because, again, like I said, in this video we are just dealing with the design. All right, so let's go to the design. So you can see this is the design in NetBeans. I'm using NetBeans. I'm going to explain it why I've used NetBeans for this. So I just want us to recreate this very fast, and to do that we're just going to create a new project. Of course we want a Java project. I'm going to name this material logging, just like that. I've just given it a material logging because we are borrowing some concepts from material design and making it very simple. Okay, so this is the window that we have. We have zero components here. I'm just first of going to delete all this, no, just close them, not delete, sorry. So you can see material.logging.java. This is the main class, and of course we may rename it to main, but there is no need. As long as we have this main method here, the Java application is going to start running from there. So I'm going to start creating this very fast. The first thing, of course, we want to create a window. We want to go to new JFrame. Okay, so we want a JFrame form, and you're going to call this logging screen. Okay, all right, just like that. And we have this here. Just to ensure that we have everything in place, I'm going to click on none. So basically what I want to see is whether everything is okay, and I've seen there is something that we've not done. Alright, so in the material.logging we are supposed to just create that window, create an object of that window, logging screen, logging screen, logging screen, logging screen is equal to new logging screen, just like that. Okay, and then you just want to say logging screen dot set visible. I think you set visibility, then you just need to append true here. Okay, I want to see what is that. Let's see what at the moment. Cannot find method set visibility, so it's set visible. Sorry for that. Visible. I'm coming from a JavaFX background, so sometimes you might see me having these issues because it's a bit different to show a JavaFX window from this, right? So you're going to click on run. We just want to see whether the window is running, and this is the window. So we are good to go. Okay, the window is running. So the first thing that you can see here, if I may just run this, just a moment, if I may just run this, but even let me just run it and then explain what is happening there. Okay, so I want to run that, the application itself. So as you can see, we have these two sides panel here. This is a panel on the left hand side, this is a panel on the right hand side. This panel on the left hand side has this label and it has these two labels. The panel on the left hand side has this label, this is also a label, this is a text box, text field, this is a text field and a button here, and of course you have another label for creating the account. These two panels are contained in another parental panel that you cannot see. It's on the background here, but we are going to create that in a moment. So let's see. Right, so I'm going to go to a login screen. I want to just increase the size to that size. I believe that is almost the size that we have on the other one. Right, so the first thing that I said, first of all, we are going to drag a panel here. Okay, we are going to drag a panel here just to make sure that we can see the panel. I'm going to change the property of the panel. I want to change the background color. Okay, I'm just going to first of all to set it to anything right now so that we may just see the background, how the background is. Then I'm going to click on run here. Okay, so you can see now it's like that. All right, we have a purple background. It's okay, just don't worry about that. I'm going to explain why we have that. Right, so like I said, we have three panels, so we are going to take the other panel, which is uh, this panel here, this panel on the right here, the blue panel. Okay, so I just need to see, let me just see J panel. Okay, so I want to take panel here, there. So this panel, I want it, this is now the blue panel. Okay, so I want to set it like that. Okay, again, so I'm going to give it the color that we have on the blue color that we have here. Okay, and to get this blue color, it's a material design color. I took it from the material color palette. So I'm just going to come here to the login, to the project, the completed project, which is this project. I'm just going to copy this color. Okay, so I'm just going to click on the login window. Because the login window, I'm going to click on this. Now I'll click on that panel itself. I'm going to take the properties, and I'm going to say properties here, the background. Of course, it's an RGB color value. Okay, and this is one of the reasons I use Netbeans instead of Eclipse for this project. It's because of the flexibility that we have in terms of setting such components such as the background. In Netbeans, I found out that it's a bit difficult to set an RGB color value as the background of a component. Okay, so you can see we have that nice green, nice blue color at the background. Okay, so we need a second panel, and the second panel is this panel here. Okay, right, so I'm just going to drag the panel again here. Okay, I'm going to drag the panel again here. All right, that's the panel there. Because it should start from the top. Okay, like that. Now this other panel, you can see its background is pure white. So what we just do for that one, you don't need to do a lot of things. You just need to come here and just select the background property and set it to white, the default white on the system, and that's it. But now you can see in the background here we still have this purple. Okay, so I want to select it. We should set that to white. Okay, its background color should also be white. Right, it should be white so that it blends with this. Okay, I'm just going to click run on this. All right, we still have it, it hasn't changed. Okay, so I'm going to try and select it here. Just before that, I'm going to, so that I may select it like that, I'm going to take its property, then I'm going to switch it to white. We've switched it to white so that we don't want to show that there is some separation here. So we want this to blend in like it's just two panels. Okay, so I'm going to just fit it here. like that. And now I'm going to just click on save. Then you can see now, you can see already we have that nice window. It's already forming. If you compare these two windows, you can see, except this one is a little bit bigger. We are going to set it. Let me just see the differences. Okay, just a little, very little bit, a very little bit. Okay, we just set it so that this one is a little bit bigger. Okay, just one moment. We are supposed to select the JFrame itself. The JFrame. We are supposed to make sure it's a little bit bigger and like that, right? I've clicked on save. Okay, so we are good. Moving on well. So what we are going to do, I will now design this. I now design, just a moment, I need to run this so that we may see what we have. So now I will start designing this window, this side. Okay, it's very simple. The first thing, the logging screen here, first of all, you need a label, right? Just get your label and press it somewhere there. So I'm going to go to the text property of this label by right clicking. I want to see the text that's there. So of course I need that. Again, I need to set the color of that text. Then I need to now select the size. I'll select 48, right? 48, and I want it to be bold, right? 48 and bold. Okay, all right. So I need to look at the color of it, just the color of it, the background. Okay, since this is text, okay, we cannot set its color using the background, but we can instead we can set its color using the foreground. Okay, this is basically CSS. Okay, so use the foreground property, and we have it like that. Okay, so you can see what we have here, right? Okay, so I'm going to make it appear like it's coming up to that point, right? Okay, all right. So I'm going to now to get the other, and we may even compare these two screens and see whether there's some. You can see there's no difference. All right, you can see the two screens are here. Okay, so you can see now uh, this is this. Okay, so I'm going to continue designing. So now we are designing this part here, and to design that part, of course, I need the color that I chose, because this color is the same as this color. Like I said, these are very minimalistic design, but yet it looks beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'm going to paste it here. You cannot see it because it's already white and the background is white. So we need to go to the properties first, so that we may be able to see it. We need to change this foreground property to the blue that we just chose. So we're setting it to RGB value like that. Okay, fortunately I don't have the RGB value right now, so just going to close first before coming back here. Copy that color. Okay, just copy the color here. This is the color that we want. Okay, so the one that we want to change is this. It was there. Okay, so we want to change the foreground property, because remember I said that is text already. Okay, and the text in CSS normally you change it using the foreground property. Okay, so once we have this, we're going to come back to properties again. So we have backslash, of course the other sign there, whichever symbol, whatever you call it. Okay, so that's it. You can see. So I'm going to make this come close to this, like up to that point, up to that close. Okay, so you can see. Okay, I just want to ensure that they are in the same level. You can see that's okay, right? So if we run it and see what's happening, okay, you can see that this is a little bit higher than this. You just need to make sure that it's just like on the right part there. Okay, so all right, so now I want to design the text that is here that says tutor sprite. To do that, we need to just take the label. Okay, just need to come here, need to take on properties. The size is 36. Okay, the size is, I think the size is I think it's to 36. Okay, 36. All right, and then the foreground is white because it's the color of the text, remember that. Okay, then we're going to write tutor sprite like that. Okay, of course you need this to be a bit bold, right? Want it to be bold, sorry for that. So you need to set its property here as bold, right? Like that, tutor sprite. So, and unfortunately I think we've interacted with some of, I need to see what happened, what was the issue. And yeah, I've seen what was the issue. The issue was with the text label here. Let me just change it again, see what happens. That's normal. Okay, once you change text, so the foreground is white. I think it's bold, sorry about that. I think it's bold and it's around 36, something like that. It's okay, I'm going to redesign here and you're going to see it's going to go back to normal. So I'm going to just write tutor sprite. I'm going to cross that. So since we have this here, I'm going to put it somewhere there. So I'm going to come to this window. I'm going to resize it. It's supposed to be resized, not that big, like that. So it's supposed to go somewhere there, and yeah, somewhere there. I need to look at my design again. Okay, to destroy it, it's like somewhere there, right? Isn't it? Yeah, somewhere there. Right, so this one I'm just going to get it where it was, right there. Okay, so now you can see what we now want to do. Okay, I just want to take this other repo here. I want a repo here. Okay, properties. First of all, I'm going to change the text to bold. It's going to be, I think it's supposed to be 24 or something. Let's check whether it's 24. I'm going to ensure that it's 24 so that we don't mess. Okay, so the goal is to ensure that we have, but I think it's something like to do with 18. Yeah, 18. Okay, so I'm going to type the learners here, learners, like that. Okay, so the properties again, I'm going to set the foreground to white. Okay, I'm sure this is taking longer time than it's supposed to take, but hey, just want to ensure that everything is okay, like that. Let's just see whether, okay, so this text is not, I think it's 18. Okay, because it's 24. Yeah, it's bigger, it's like that. So tutor sprite learners, I want to see whether, okay, I want to compare the text here, see whether they're on the of the same size. I think they are okay. Alright, so the other thing that we are going to do, of course, we have these buttons, we have these text fields, the 3 of them. So as you can see, these text fields, what they have, basically what they have is that they have an outline, it has some padding inside. They have an outline, it has some padding inside. The border here, it's blue, which is this color. The same with the button. So that's what we are going to be doing here right now. Okay, and then we shall put this later and this later. Okay, so let's start. JText field, I'm really trying to ensure that we take as little time as possible, but we just have to ensure that we do it the right way. Okay, so this is the first JText field, and I'm going to just call this, okay, the JText field 1. Let's just name it JText field 1 because we're just designing this. We already have the design. Okay, so it's not like we need this so much. Okay, so the properties first, the text should be 14. Okay, I'm very specific with what we have here because I want to ensure that everything looks the same. Okay, it should be 14. All right, the text field itself should be that big, okay. Let me just see, just to ensure. Okay, a little bit bigger in terms of the length, like that. Okay, so I'm going to go to the properties, and this is where I want you guys to check. First, I'm going to copy this color because we need this color for the border. Okay, for the border outline. Okay, like that, cross. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to go to the properties, and in the properties I want to check what we have under borders. You can see it is border is XP fill border. I'm going to select on that. I need to change that to the line border. I need the thickness of the line to be 2, and then I need this outline of the line to be an RGB color value, which I'm going to provide. Of course, the color that I'm going to provide is the blue that we have there. Okay, the blue variant that we have there. So I think that's okay. I'm going to check again, see what we have. You can see already what we have. This one is already okay. I think the text is so big inside there. Let's set it to about 12. That should do. Okay, so that's okay. Okay, so just to ensure that we are in the right track, okay. So if we have the first text field, you do not need to just create another one. You can just copy and paste. Just ensure that the variable names are different. Okay, that's what matters. So this, if you go to code this JText field 2, right, this should be JText field 1, and this should be JText field 2, because I've set in my mind that JText field 1 is the username and the JText field 2 is the password. Oh, sorry about that. We need to ensure that this is a password field. So we unfortunately have to create another one. This, we have to ensure it is a password field here. Okay, but it will now be easier to create because you already have all the measurements that we need. Okay, so what we do is that, again, border, have to ensure it is the line border, have to set the RGB again, like that. Okay, unfortunately I don't have the color. Let me just copy the color again from here, properties, and I think I should write the color somewhere so that we don't have to keep on copying like this. The RGB, I want the RGB. This is the color 01579B. 01579B. Okay, trying to grab that and see whether it will be okay. So okay, what we want to do is want to come to the right, the border. By default it will be XP fill border, so we want to select the line border like that. Want to say the line should be 2. We want to check on this, sure that is the RGB. Okay, like that. This is taking a lot of time, but anyway, I just want to ensure that we have everything done in the right way. So what I'm doing now is that I'm ensuring that the text field are the same size in terms of the length. We don't need this, okay, because we only need 2, right? So we have that so far. All right, so now the other thing that we need is a button, and I'm going to take this button here. Okay, this button again, it has similar properties. So the button is login, like that. Okay, the text should be, I think, 18. It should be bold like that. Okay, we want to check the line border. Want to ensure it is eight. Want to ensure that this is like that. Okay, so we want the thickness of the line to be 2, and that's it with the button. Okay, so it's going to be like that. So what is the foreground color of the button? Of course, we need it to be white. Remember, the foreground color basically sets the color of the text. Okay, like that. So it's white now. Okay, so what we have right now is that we have that complete system. So we just need to ensure that everything goes to plan. Yes, everything is okay. So I'm just going to just lift this up a bit, and then just increase their size. It's very like that, like that. Just ensure that like that, like that. This button should be a little bit bigger like that. Okay, so you can see that the text that was here, basically it was saying, I'm going to just put it as username. I'm going to show you how to fit that text so that it appears as it's a text placeholder. Okay, so what we need next is a label here. Okay, it's a label that says login. Please log in. Please log in, like that. So I think it should be something to do with 14. Not sure, but let's try. Should be bold. Foreground color should be the RGB value of the other, the blue color, like that. Okay, everything is okay. Okay, see. Yep, just want to see, just want to ensure that, okay, this one is a little bit bigger. Let me check the properties. The size, just want to see the size of it, and it's 18 plain. Okay, so this one should be just 18 plain. Okay, and I have to say this, if you want to design something cool, you just need to be patient. Okay, see, a lot of time goes to design in any software, especially the user interface. So I have to ensure that even this distance is the same. This space is in between here. Okay, so I have the locking screen there. So what I need to now do, just need to ensure that I have this, which text it is. You got the right board 18. You got the right board 18. We'll take another, just going to paste it. Okay, let's get it down here. Go to properties, just check Ugodic board, Ugodic board 18. Let's see whether that works for us. Then the text should be create account, the question mark there. Okay, but you get the idea. So it's not the exact text, but you get the idea. So as you can see, I'm going to call this in code. If you have this, if you look at your right hand side, this properties window, all those properties are again listed on your right hand side here. Okay, when you come to these properties, this is where we set the color or that the appearance of that button. Binding but events is what happens to this text field, on text enter, on mouse I mean on mouse, enter on mouse, leave all that similar stuff. But for the code is the access names. Okay, for example, this is the name of this variable. If we want to call this variable in code, we will use this name here. So I'm going to call it account ring. Okay, account ring, like that. Okay, just a moment, account ring, right? So I explain it how I have had to name this object. Okay, sorry about this. You are supposed to set this to the foreground color for this button was supposed to be semibold. It was supposed to be blue, that blue, so that the text can be seen. Remember its foreground already is white. Okay, we need to ensure that we can be able to read that text. So therefore, I have to take this color here and set it here as a foreground color. Just the RGB values like that. You can see now you can be able to see the login button very well. Right. So I've said you see the way you can see that for this window you can see that this ring is when you hover the cursor changes to the hand. So that's why I need to do something in code to ensure that we change this cursor here. Right, basically we're going to change the cursor again. By default you may not get a text field that has this padding inside. You can see there's some padding there. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we are going to add that padding as well as change the cursor for that text. So I have run the application that we have built so far. Not that one. Okay, sorry. Supposed to run this one, right? So let's run it and see. You can see this is what is happening. Okay, so you can see the blue color of the button has not yet left. You can see we don't have the padding. This one are not in a straight line. Going to correct that, right? So first thing, we need to set the background color for this button. Background color, basically we just need it to be white. Okay, nothing much, just need it to be white. Okay, about being the same line, we just need to make sure that these two stuffs are on the same axis. Let me just see. Yeah, you can see now, right? This is much like what we have in the other window, except we need to set the text, so that we need to set the padding inside there and change this. You can see if we run this now, the cursor is still remains the same. We need the cursor to be hand when it is hovering over here. So what we do for that, right? We have to go to the code. We have to go to the code first. We have to go to the code first. This is the code, and for this window, of course, you have to switch to the source using these tabs here. We have the design tab and the source tab. So I want to go to the source. Okay, so you can see everything has been declared here automatically for me. So what I just need to do, if I need to add any method that's supposed to run at start, I'm supposed to add it under this method here, the logging thing, the init components under there. Right, after the components have been initialized, then I can add the method that I want. For example, the first thing is I want to change the cursor to a hand. Okay, so I'm just going to say this dot set cursor, like that, set cursor. Then for here I'm just going to say we have a method here that's called cursor dot get predefined cursor, get, which is this, get predefined cursor. Then now you set what cursor you want. Say cursor dot, we want the hand. Okay, cursor dot hand cursor, like that, right? So now if I run this, this should be a hand. You can now see once we hover is a hand, it's like what we have there. Again, we need to set the method for ensuring that we have the padding here. You can see we don't have any padding here for now. Okay, I'm just, instead of just writing that code, this video has really taken out of time. So I'm just going to copy that from the login itself. Okay, so this is the login, the one that we had created, the one that I had created without you guys. So I'm going to copy this. This is the method here. Okay, so basically what I want to do is I want this method here, right? Very simple. Then I'm just going to change the field names. All right, so I'm going to just comment here, create padding in the text field. Okay, like that. Once I paste that there, it's okay. We've ensured. So instead of that, I want the J password field. Just going to change it here like that. Basically, I'm just copy pasting the code here from what I had done before to save on time. But basically, what this code does, it creates padding around that component so that everything seems clear. So what I've done is set a border around it, and then the border create a compound border. It's supposed to create for us some padding inside that. So for this particular case, we are going to have a padding of 5 over inside that text field. So I'm going to run this now. You can see everything is running as expected. Okay, so you can see what we have. Just a moment. So basically this is what we had when we were starting. This is the window that we had, and this is our new window. Okay, let's compare the similarity. Let's see whether we did a good job. And I'm going to first of all minimize this, and so that we may see. So can you tell the difference? I'm not really sure, but of course there are some few differences, but anyway, everything seems okay. All right, so guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to see you in the next one. I'm going to ensure that I don't do much explanation on the next video, especially with regards to design. I'm going to make sure the video goes a little bit faster, right? But please do make sure to watch this to the end. Watch how we are going to connect all these beautiful applications to the database and make it work. Oh, before I forget, one thing that I had set here, you see you cannot maximize this window, because if you maximize this window, then we lose some of that design. Okay, it's still beautiful, but you can lose some of that design. So to ensure that we don't do that, I disabled this window here. I disabled the maximize button, right? And I'm going to show you how you just disable the maximize button. You can see once you've created the this is the main class. Once you've created the window here, okay, we create the window basically by calling an instance of that class. Okay, we created the instance of that class, and we say dot set visible true so that we may show that window. Okay, so we can say the same ALS dot set max mize. Just a moment. I just want to ensure that this is the same. Set resizable. Sorry, like I said, I'm coming from Java effects, so I might do some messy Java, pure Java. So please do bear with me. I want to be sure that this is a method. Set resizable, exactly. So we need to set this to false so that that window is not resizable. Okay, so I'm going to, you can see we have the button here. It's now it's active. You can resize for now, but we need it to be similar to this. Okay, disabled. So I'm going to kill that application and run it again. Then you are going to see, you can now see that the maximize button is disabled. All right, just one moment. You can now see that the maximize button is disabled, right? can see this is the disable this window that we had. This is the first application, this is the second application. We only have some differences in size. The first one is bigger than the second one, and a few placement of components. But anyway, basically it's what we've done. It's the same thing. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. Again, please be patient, and I'm going to ensure all those other videos are going to be fast, so that we ensure that we run and we are not bored all through. Okay, so thank you very much, and I'll see you in the second part.